Filming this right now, I have no idea what this video is going to be because I have about 7 different failed attempts on this camera of different daily vlogs that I've started and just not finished. Maybe this could just be a big weekly vlog of random clips. I don't know. Today's Friday, and every Friday I meet up with a friend who's also like a content creator and social media manager, and we meet up and we create content and we get work done after that for our own clients. And I'm hoping today could be more of purely content creation day for us, so just working on our own stuff and getting some content ready to go out for us, because that's the hardest thing to find time to prioritise, and it's really important to do. I tried to do it on Mondays, but I ended up working on client stuff last Monday. But yeah, that's that. I'm hoping to get some clips of it because I never do, and I really should. It's quite good taking pictures, and we record some reels and we do stuff like that. So right, I'm telling myself this, I'm gonna take you with me and we're gonna get some stuff. Okay.
I've been painting a picture of a room inside my mind, and I think it's as dark as it is light. And this painted picture of a room inside my mind is where I go to rest.
I don't know if I made that coffee making process look smooth, but it absolutely was not. The first round of milk that I did, I don't want to think about it. It was not very nice, so I ruined one of my favourite coffee pods. I recently got the new beautiful machine you saw me using. It's the new like Nespresso, the fancy new Nespresso ones. It was the cheapest one that they had. It wasn't like fancy, but I am in love with it. I've got like 12 other sleeves of coffee that I'm yet to try, which is 120 coffees, which is a lot. I was given 10 with the box that I got, and I'm thinking of doing the subscription for it, because if you know anything about me, I love my Costa. I did not steal this, by the way. My mum got me this. It was like a charity thing. So it's good. It's a good thing. But oh, I've also made the move to oat milk, and it's delicious. But anyway, oh yeah, I'm thinking of doing this. Oh no, yeah. Well, I went to Costa this morning, and it's gone up by 15 pence, which I appreciate is not a lot, but it's a lot when you go all the time. So I'm gonna try and use this a lot more. I'm here to complain, sort of, about my blessed life. I love this job, the line of work, everything about it. But if you aren't very well self-disciplined, if you procrastinate a lot, etc., this is not the job for you, because sometimes it is really hard to get started. Now today is my day, which means I can kind of do what I want. Please excuse the bins in the corner. Should I move them? I'll move me. There we go. This can be the main thing in the shop. I had no intention of doing anything until at least 9, but 2 hours have passed since then, which isn't great. And I've got some scrunchies to do. I need to do one navy blue one, and I need to do one of the curlers that I do out of this, which means I need to cut this fabric still, which is my least favourite job in the world. I hate doing that, but I love all this kind of stuff. I appreciate that, like, when people ask me, oh, what do you do? What I do is the social media stuff. And I met up with some family who I don't see all the time the other day, and sounds miserable. It was a funeral, so everyone was dressed in suits and stuff like that. And I had 2 guys on either side of me, both dressed in suits, asking me, so how did you get into this line of work? What do you do in your daily life? What can we expect? And I was like, this feels so much like a job interview. But it was really nice, and my dad rang me yesterday. He stayed over and he went home with those people that were talking to me. And they were all talking about how impressed they were and how good I'm doing and all that kind of stuff. I got that immense feeling of a combination of guilt and imposter syndrome, and like I felt like I'd lied to everyone and that I'm not actually doing as well as I say, but I didn't say anything that wasn't truthful. I started this line of work back in university, but since leaving university, technically I've only been doing this as my full-time job 3-4 months. So bearing that in mind, if you take it as I've been doing this for 3-4 months, even though it's been a few years, I'm doing pretty well, so it's all okay. It's all okay, Beth. My point there was that it's kind of when I say like, just need to make some scrunchies, people like what are you doing that for? I was like, oh, I've got a scrunchie business as well. And they're like, is there anything you don't do? I set up this whole scrunchie thing as kind of like a test to have a real life go at running a business, promoting a business, all of the stuff that was to do with that, because I didn't go to university to do social media stuff or anything like that, but I do have real life experience, which I think is incredibly valuable, arguably maybe more valuable sometimes than a qualification. I don't know. I'm not trying to dismiss people who go and do it at university. I would love to have a degree in like digital marketing, but I'm just not. I do not want to go back into education, and I think going into education to learn something that I already know about I will be my least favourite person, because I know I'll be sat there thinking I don't know that, or there's a better way to do that, and I know I will hate myself. I'll be everyone's least favourite person. I just got a message from someone saying, will you follow me and give me all your leads? I'm gonna say no.
It's got walls and it's got windows, and the sun touches the ceiling. It's got blue creeks and willows, and I pretend that I'm healing in.
Okay, I don't even know where we're up to right now, to be honest. So I think in the last clip I was telling you about the Monday. Let me close this door. The Monday CEO day, and my plan was to get this toolkit out, do all this stuff. Well, that didn't happen. I did get some stuff done in the day. I got some content done for me and stuff like that. I think I filmed some stuff, but then someone that I work with needed me to help them with their toolkit and their work. So, like, as much as I love the idea of having the Monday day to myself, ultimately I will always put clients first, and I think it would be probably a bit weird if I didn't, because a lot of the stuff I do on Monday, I mean, it's on me. Like, if I didn't get it done, it's me I'm letting down. I'm not letting anyone else down. So we ended up working on that. We had it's now Friday, and we had the most successful week I've ever had with someone. We achieved so much in that day. Oh, I will explain my horrendous appearance in a minute. Yeah, we just achieved so much, and it was long hours, it was big days, but like the feeling of every day achieving so much was just so good. It was just amazing. So anyway, it's now, what did I say it was Friday? I don't know what day I just said it was. It's Saturday today, and I'm having the day off mostly because it was such a hectic week, and I tried to have Saturdays and Sundays off anyway, but I do have a few bits to do today. But one thing that I did end up doing on Monday, which is one thing that I needed to do, don't know whether I said it or not, is I've got a video coming out that I don't know if it's going to be out yet by the time you watch this, with Printful, and the products arrived from that I ordered, and I was just showing them off, finishing off the end of the video, and I love them. I'm just going to show you my favourite one. Hold on. Here is my absolute favourite thing. So it says, I don't know if it's backwards for you or not, it says social media expert, which is, I'm not saying I am, I'm just, it makes you feel good. It makes you feel very accomplished, and I absolutely love it. I am in love with it. I know people always say this and you feel like you don't believe them, but I'd never work with a brand that I didn't fully believe in and love, and I hope you can see my genuine excitement in the video when I first get it. And I've been wearing this every day for like the last week, so the excitement has kind of died down a little bit because I'm so used to it, but that excitement when I open it in the video, like, it's just so genuine. I love it. I'm not even a pink girl, but it brings out my tan, and I'm in love with it. And best of all, I got a matching cup. It's so cool. It's just so cool. And I made this design inspired by something that I'd seen on Canva a while ago, but I kind of made it my own, and it was done about a year and a half ago. So to now get it on a cup, I just feel so much like gratitude, and I just feel so grateful recently. But yeah, that's that. So this, the look of this is, we're meeting like an old friend that we used to live with in our first year of university, and we're going to go to like the Christmas markets and go to a few bars and stuff. I've not been to the Christmas markets yet, they only opened yesterday, and I was so excited. So this is what this is. If you don't know, I sell these hair things. I've got to make another one actually. tomorrow. So yeah, these are just like, it's like just like a heatless hair curler, and these aren't the right scrunchies to go with it, but you do get too much in scrunchies as well if you're interested. I genuinely use it. Like, I know a lot of people make stuff and sell stuff that they actually don't get any use out of, but I sleep in this every single night, just in different variations. I need to get better at selling stuff, but I always feel so much guilt when like I talk about my own products or my own services and stuff, which is so stupid because I genuinely want to help people. Like, it's obviously, if I told you it's not about money, obviously it is to a degree because I've got to pay for my rent and I've got to pay for my bills and everything. But I will say, if I'm going to be completely honest with you, one of the downsides of this job is that some people can be very late with payments or very like relaxed about it, because it's my whole job, it's my whole career, but if, to them it's just a little service that they're outsourcing or whatever it is. So it doesn't mean as much to them as it means to me. So there's been a few times in my career now where I've been left with quite little because I'm waiting on so much money from people. And I get, you know, people always say, oh, you need to sort that out. Like, yeah, I know, I get that. And I am working on becoming more kind of like, not forceful, but, you know, standing up for myself a little bit. And I have all the contracts with the late payment fees and stuff, but when people are really rich, they're not bothered about late payment fees. So, but I think it's worth saying that I've been doing this for quite a few years now, but I've only been completely full-time, with nothing to fall back on or anything like that for the last like 6 months maybe. So if you think of it like that, then I think I'm doing alright. But anyway, my point is, so I was just being very money conscious because I didn't know when my next payment was going to come in, because I was just waiting around for it. I knew the invoice had been sent, it was just a case of waiting. And I was sat in my home. I had enough to pay my bills and my rent and pay for food and that kind of stuff. But I was just kind of sat here and I was so grateful for everything that I did have. I mean, I'm grateful that I can pay for my bills and stuff. I'm grateful. I'd been sat, it was about hour 8 of what ended up being like a 12-hour working day. I was just sat, you know, on the couch working away, and I was thinking, I'm so grateful that this is my life. Like, I appreciate that there's been times where I've had a lot more money than I do right now, but the happiness wasn't there. Like, the happiness I felt the other day, the contentness, just like I couldn't really even afford to go and get a coffee, but I could afford to live in this, to me, what is a beautiful place. Like, I'm so proud of the place that I live in, and it was a bargain, to be honest, compared to what it was supposed to be. It was a bargain, and I love it. And like, it's like I think there really is that sense of pride when you get a home. It's a flat and it's rented. It's not like I own it, but it's just really nice. What am I talking about? Yeah, so today is Christmas markets day. I don't know how I ended up on that tangent, but it's always good to be honest, isn't it? So yeah, I'm just gonna go and get ready, and then I might show you some clips of the Christmas markets. This is probably, again, more of a vlog, isn't it? I'm terrible at sticking to this. I think because when you do a regular video, you sit down, you film it all, and then it's done. But with vlogs, you gotta go and, even daily vlogs, you gotta pick up your camera and remember to pick up your camera, and sometimes you just get so lost in a project or something that you just forget. But yeah, I'm gonna go get ready and I'll speak to you later, hopefully.
In this room inside my mind.
Hello, this is potentially the worst I've ever looked on this channel, but you're welcome. Today's Friday, I'm very tired, but I'm just working on a website for someone, and I'm going to take you along with me today. It's quite early, to be fair. It's 8 o'clock, but I've already been working since 6, so I think I'm allowed to be sat with my duvet because I did not want to get out of bed this morning, so I thought I'll bring the bed with me all the way to the living room. So I've just been watching Molly May's new video because, as you know, I love that woman. I think she's amazing, she's inspiration. And then yeah, so I gotta get ready. I've got another couple of hours left doing this, and I'm gonna go and get ready at 1 for a whole day out, getting some content for a friend, and you'll get to see all of that. She's bought a tent. You'll like to get changed and stuff when she's, because it's kind of awkward when you want to do an outfit change, and sometimes I'll stand there and hold something in front of her, but people are still really weird about it. So yeah, this will be really good for her. So I'll take you along. But yeah, busy Friday. Friday's my favourite day. But I'm ready for bed. Let's do this. Oh, I look so bad.
In this painting box of colors in this room inside my mind. Well,
hey, I'm still in such a state. I just made a little, I don't know if it's good enough to call it stir fry. Yeah, I did have one of those vegetable stir fry mixes. You could definitely see all the mess from my cooking behind me, I am sorry. But it was a day expired and it was too far gone. It did not smell nice. Also, please don't attack me for using a fork on the wok. It's a very old one. It's already really damaged, likely because I used to use a fork on it. But I have some new pans, like some new frying pans and stuff that are non-stick and taking much better care, so they're delicious. It's probably for the best actually, because I don't usually like all the vegetables involved anyway. I'm a very simple woman. Like carrots, broccoli, cauliflower, sweet corn, peas, they're the basics. That's where I'm at. It's not even 12 o'clock yet. It feels a bit early to be eating a main meal. But I haven't had any breakfast or anything. What I'm coming here to say anyway is I usually advise, like, you know, don't have a working lunch, but I have a lot to do today. And I'd ideally like to get it all done by 1, but I'm not thinking that's going to happen because that's an hour and 10 minutes away. But we'll see. Oh god. Yeah, because I've got this photo shoot just after 1, which is around here, but I need to get dressed and everything first. And then I'm going out after that in the evening, which I think I've already said. I don't actually do a lot. I live primarily within the walls of my house, and that is it. So I'm quite excited for today, and I have that horrible feeling of guilt when I'm not doing anything work related, which I think is just like a freelancer thing, I'm not sure. So at least like the middle portion of my day is still work related. And then the evening, it's Friday night, so I'm going to go and enjoy myself. We're going to the travel centre, so then you like Tinseltown Christmas market thing, and I'm excited. I need to edit a video as well, which I'm not going to have time to do in this time, which is what this jumper's for. I don't know whether I should really talk about this or not, to be honest. Yeah, things are a bit tough at the moment, like work-wise and stuff. And I think part of it is because like a lot of this relies on other people, like other people, you know, paying on time or, you know, staying with me. Like people have obviously different circumstances. But my point of that is like with a regular job, I suppose it's kind of like you get the job, you go to your job. It's very sustainable. Like it's always going to be there. There's no question about whether you're going to get paid at the end of the month. There's no question about anything. And I think it's getting to me a little bit. I always have enough to pay for, you know, like my bills and my rent and food, and I'm very lucky in that way. I appreciate that. I'm very lucky to be able to sit, I mean you saw me sit on the couch in my duvet and know that I can afford to live in my house and everything. But I've been a little bit like stuck inside recently a little bit, I guess, because all these 6-figure promises and stuff, they don't happen as soon as you start this job. They happen after a lot of work, quite a few years down the line, and I'm looking forward to having my business grow and all that kind of stuff. And I do appreciate that these first, you know, few years are going to be a little bit tougher, but it's going to be worth it. I feel like sometimes I get this thought in my head, or maybe I should just go and, you know, try and get like a 9-to-5 job somewhere. And you know, I've got nothing against 9-to-5 jobs. Yeah, I've talked about it very openly. I think they're amazing, and I hate the people that criticize people for having them. But I feel like if I did that, I would kind of be giving up. And that's, again, nothing against those kind of jobs, but just for me and what I want to be able to work within my own home. And if I went and worked somewhere else for someone else, then I think I worry that I'd get comfortable in that new job and then forget about all this. And I put a lot of effort into like EJ management and everything. It's just, I might go through a bit of a rough patch, but it's usually a common theme around Christmas. I found it happened last Christmas as well, and the Christmas before, so I don't know if it's just something to do with the season. Now my noodles are going cold, so I'm going to go and eat these. Moral of the story, life is tough sometimes, for different people, for different reasons, and different levels of difficulty. I don't think anybody should ever compare, maybe not ever, but I don't like when people compare their problems with other people's and, oh, you've got it worse, you've got it better. It's tough, life's tough. End of story. Okay, so finally ready. That was a dramatically fast morning. Like, it lasted a very long time, but it was just very rushed trying to get stuff finished. Pretty much there. There's one more thing I need to do for definite today, and then the rest of it is just like little pieces here and there. But I'm going to go and do this photo shoot. I'm taking the pictures. I'm not in the pictures, but I'm very excited. I prefer to be like kind of behind the camera other than right now. Anyway, I'm just talking. You'll see some of the stuff going on, but yeah, I'll see you in a minute.
So I take all these colors in this room inside my mind and make rainbows as tall as they are wide. In these walls and in these windows where the sun touches the ceiling, among blue creeks and willows I paint people finding healing in this room, in this room inside my mind. Someday I hope that my picture grows. Someday I hope everybody knows that in these walls and in these windows where the sun touches the ceiling, among blue creeks and willows, there are people finding healing in this room, in this room inside my mind.